On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords a leaping 9.
You own a Sega Master System, and you want some good, cheap games representing the lineup of this great system to buy first. And you want them with some tenuous link to Christmas, presented one a day while you're lying on the sofa wondering if there will ever come a time that you are not lying on the sofa. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love eBayed me Enduro Racer. Endurance being what's got you this far, but stay with me here. This is another Sega arcade racer, and this is that coin-op version in action. If you know your Sega racers even a tiny bit, this is pretty self-evidently running on an engine very similar to the Hang-On games. Even the font and screen layout are identical. Which is where this gets interesting. There existed a Master System version of Hang-On, so this is a very simple conversion for Sega. Take the engine from the sister game, which was released on the Master System in the UK in 1987, just as Enduro Racer was, rinse, repeat, and cash in. And it'd be entirely fair. Hang-On is great, as you may well know. If you bought an SMS-1, like I told you to, there is every chance you have Hang-On built into the thing, so you know I'm right. So it's astonishing that that is exactly what Sega chose to not do. Enduro Racer for the Master System is an entirely different game. It's not even a 3D perspective, but on the diagonal. It's an entirely re-architected thing merely in the spirit of the arcade game. And they nailed it. I have absolutely no idea who suggested it or what persuaded management to agree and take the expensive route, but they did. This is pure arcade fun. You drive up the screen, you avoid some sort of vehicle, be it cars or bikes, and try and stay on the track, which varies depending on the level. Some are narrow, some have forks, some are open areas with grassland to slow you down, and even rocks to avoid. Beyond that, the other key to gameplay are the frequent jumps on all the courses. You need to flip the wheelie button at exactly the right time to get a huge launch off these jumps. Not only does this give you pleasing distance and later on the chance to even combo jumps, it prevents you losing speed on your landing, and of course, like any arcade game, your real enemy here is that clock. The only slightly non-arcade gameplay mechanic in the whole thing is the upgrade system. You get a money for every vehicle you pass during a stage, and you use those monies to buy non-persistent upgrades. And you really are going to have to figure out what works for you, since you will, at best, really only have one upgrade per stage. It's a fairly simple combination of 2 or 3 gameplay elements, but I cannot stress how well this works. This is one of the absolute must-buys in this list. It's quick, it's arcade, it's one more go in a very serious sense, and it's another in this list where the only place you're going to be able to play this game is on the Master System. Every other home conversion, even those for the 8-bit computers, is a straight Hang-On engine port. And the only place this version appeared is, sing it with me, the discontinued Wii eShop. On eBay, I've seen box copies not sell for £5 shipped. This is a true bargain. There is only one caveat. The game has 10 stages, but for the US and European releases, Sega decided to cut costs and use a small capacity cartridge, leaving the game being 5 stages that repeat. If you like this, and you will, the Japanese release is complete. But that, and the means to run it, certainly won't cost you £10. If you end up paying out for that, I do apologise. Alternatives? Well, there's a frickin' obvious one. Hang-On. If it's not built into your SMS-1, it's not too expensive to find a cartridge for, and it's a superb conversion of the coin-op, in some ways better than the European Mega Drive release of Super Hang-On. And really, for an early Master System game, it's even got good box art. In more of an outside bet, how about the classic California games, which includes some bikey jumpy action, as well as several bonus games. And, as a thought for the future, it's rarer, but the Master System was one of the small number of systems that got the sequel. We're in the endgame now. Tune in again tomorrow for my maybe surprising favourite in a series you will otherwise know well.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, brave and chance, 2 turtle doves, and a